These style mistakes will put you on the fast track to looking older than you are. Keep watching to find out how to fix them once and for all. The first style mistake you might be making that is aging you is reaching for the wrong style of top. This kind of top in particular is one that you might think will be helping you, but it's actually doing more harm than good. Now, I get it. I'm turning 50 this year and I'm already in menopause, and that stubborn belly fat is getting harder and harder to control. So of course, as we reach a certain age, we want to camouflage certain areas in our bodies that we are becoming a little self-conscious of. And so we're reaching for these long, large, oversized pieces that are too big and shapeless in an attempt to cover up those self-conscious areas, when in fact what we're doing is actually drawing more attention to those areas and also making ourselves overall look big, shapeless, and frumpy. Instead, I suggest that you tuck in your tops, wear a belt, and add a third layer to your outfit to create a camouflaging effect. This could be a blazer or a cardigan, which will not only make you look more stylish, but it will also camouflage the areas that you're self-conscious of. And it'll do it in a way that is not obvious to everyone around you. Also avoid those batwing and poncho style tops. They will instantly add unwanted volume to your upper half. Instead, opt for blouses with loose, relaxed sleeves. That way they're not hugging your arms if that's your self-conscious area, and they give you that comfort without the excessive volume. Finally, skip those big balloon blouses with a tie waist at the center. They're going to draw more attention to your midsection than you want, and they're going to make you look bigger than you actually are. Instead, try a relaxed button down with a tailored silhouette. You can leave it untucked instead of tucking it in if you're self-conscious about your midsection, and that way it will camouflage that area with actually giving you a little bit of shape on top of it. These little adjustments in the tops that you choose can easily rewind the clock. Now, I'm not saying that we all want to go back to our 20s and 30s. I'm perfectly happy turning 50 this year, and I'm sure many of you ladies are so happy with the age you are. And the goal of this video is to keep us always looking fresh, modern, and sophisticated. Just like the wrong clothing can make you appear older, so can the wrong self-care practices, and sleeping plays an important factor in our appearance. If you're like me, I'm finding more and more as I'm getting older that I'm waking up with puffier eyes and those huge sleep wrinkles across my cheek that seem to last for hours, sometimes 90 minutes at least. And these darn sleep wrinkles seem to take longer and longer to go away as we age. Am I right? Well, this most likely happens because, very much like me, you must be a side sleeper, or perhaps you're even a stomach sleeper. And the repeated pressure of your face on the pillow is causing vertical wrinkles on that side. And the more and more you produce these wrinkles each night, the better chance of them becoming more permanent in the future. And unlike those superficial horizontal wrinkles that you get, these vertical wrinkles are a little more stubborn, and they don't correct easily with Botox fillers or expensive creams. I've tried to correct the sleeping habit by training myself to sleep on my back. However, it's been really hard because inevitably through the middle of the night, I'm always turning on my side regardless. And if you suffer from the same problem, well, I have a solution for you. It's as easy as changing out your pillow. Introducing the Omnia Pillow from Sleep and Glow. The Omnia Pillow has a patented 3D design that helps fight wrinkles and morning puffiness, allowing you to have a true beauty sleep so you can wake up looking more refreshed and well rested. The Omnia Pillow cradles your face almost in a way like it's floating in air. Hence, you're not compressing your face and creating folds in your skin as you would with your traditional pillow. Sleep and Glow is the only brand with clinical proven results. Research at a Barcelona dermatological clinic showed that the Omnia Pillow helped reduce wrinkles in 87% of patients. And within 3 months, wrinkles were reduced by more than double. The Sleep and Glow Omnia Pillow was designed by orthopedists, and it's shaped in a way to help keep your spine in optimal alignment. And this also adds to a more restful sleep. Personally, I have noticed less tension in my shoulders and neck after using the Omnia Pillow. Sleep and Glow has kindly shared a discount code with me, MNS, and I'll leave it in the description box below along with all the details and the link to the site. I hope you'll take advantage of this proven way to look more refreshed and rested. Thanks to Sleep and Glow for sponsoring this part of the video. And now on to the next style mistake you might be making. Just like some tops might be aging, there are also certain types of bottoms that might leave you looking more older than you are and less modern than you think. Let's start with the obvious, the dreaded light-threaded capri pant. You might want to reach for a capri in the warmer weather because you don't want to wear pants and you're also not comfortable wearing skirts or shorts. And I totally get it. I am very self-conscious of my knees. I'm not liking how crepey they're looking lately. And I'm also growing self-conscious of my legs because after standing for so many years, I'm growing these ugly spider veins that are starting to look like big bruises on my legs. So the more I grow self-conscious of these areas, the less I want to reach for anything short. But that doesn't mean that reaching for a capri pants is the way to go. A capri pant will instantly shorten your frame and also make your legs look wider than they are because they are cutting you at the widest part of your calf. And that is Fashion 101 and a style rule that you will hear across the board regardless of the age. If you are wearing those capris and you're reaching for that long oversized tunic that we talked about in the first segment of this video, then you have that first class ticket to Frumpville. And your final destination is looking older than you are. For a fresh, modern look that's comfortable and cool, opt for an ankle-length trouser instead and go for a breathable fabric like a cotton, linen, silk, or a blend of those together. Extending your inseam all the way to your ankle is going to give you length and it's going to look far more sophisticated than a capri pant. For an ankle-length trouser, I suggest either a straight style or a tapered style. And when I say ankle length, I mean that it hits you at your ankle bone or somewhere really close to it. The shorter the inseam, the more it creeps up your leg and starts getting into that Frumpville territory where it's unproportional and it's gonna age you, and that is not what we want. Or what you could do is also erase those self-conscious thoughts from your mind. You are a mature, beautiful woman that loves her body and embraces it fully. And that means if you want to wear a skirt and show off your knobby knees, or you want to wear some cute tailored shorts and show a little bit of your spider veins, like I do, who cares? Any sophisticated woman out there is going to look at you and look at the gorgeous outfit that you have put together and not criticize you for showing a little less than perfect leg. Anyway, that's what I tell myself, and that keeps me enjoying my skirts and my shorts, but I digress. I would say these same exact rules apply with denim. When dealing with slim, straight, and tapered legs, it should end exactly at the ankle. And when dealing with bootleg, wide leg, or flares, it should end at the top of your foot when wearing flats or sneakers, or it should be long enough to just graze the floor without touching it when you're in a heel. And to be quite honest with you, all of these rules when it comes to bottoms should be followed across the board, and age should not be a factor. Now, if you haven't noticed, a lot of these pictures have been pulled off of the Chico's website. I've never shopped at Chico's, but I noticed that there are actually a lot of lovely, fashionable items on the website. However, there are a lot of items that miss the mark and can actually leave you looking too old-fashioned and frumpy. And one of the biggest culprits I noticed were these aging patterns and prints. On the Chico's website, I went straight for the new arrivals tab and just look at all these items marked trending. This tells me that far too many women are making these styling mistakes. And it's upsetting to me because it means that a lot more women than I thought need guidance in this subject. And I definitely hope it doesn't mean that women of a certain age just give up on style altogether, because that would really make me sad. Let's take these floral and paisley pieces for example. Avoid multicolored patterns that are too loud and gaudy. These patterns have so much going on, they confuse the eye, they look really jumbled and messy, and they look like something the Golden Girls would have worn back in the 80s. Instead, keep the contrast in the pattern to a minimum so that it looks understated and elegant rather than loud and eclectic. Another big mistake I noticed with these prints and patterns is that the model was often styled with a matching solid from a color that was pulled off of the print. Now, yes, that is often a great way to match a solid with a print. However, in this case, when we're talking about us women of a certain age, it can often look very old-fashioned. What you should do instead is opt for a neutral solid to go with that print. Take into account the tones of that print and match it with beiges, tans, grays, navies, blacks, or whites. That will be a far more sophisticated and modern approach to putting together a color-matched outfit. Also, be mindful of overwhelming your look by using flashy jewelry to pair with your already very loud prints. Look how this necklace in this example fights for attention with this paisley top. It is just too much. A great modern sophisticated way to approach a print or a pattern is to use it very sparingly. For example, with a scarf or a handbag. I love these examples showing a patterned scarf paired with a solid top. I also love how this paisley scarf works beautifully with the striped top. You can see that the patterns are not competing with each other and they're blending beautifully. And speaking of stripes, stripes are timeless patterns that will never date and they'll always look classy. They'll never look old-fashioned, old, and will never age you. Also, animal print is classic and it's considered a neutral, and it's also a great way to introduce a pattern into your outfit. I made a video on do's and don'ts for animal print, and I'll link that in the cards and also in the description box below in case you want to check that out after this video. But in general, less is more when it comes to animal print or any print, so it's best to keep it as the one star in the outfit or as a small supporting character. If you are wearing the same hairstyle you wore 30 to 40 years ago, chances are it's looking very dated and it's making you look older than you are. I'm talking about dated hairstyles like this. This teased look is something I did in early high school, or like this feathered hair is something I did when I was 10 years old, or like this, or like this. Oh my goodness, like this one. Oh my God, not this one, please. Run to your hairdresser if you have this. Or this, or this, or this, or this one. Oh my goodness, this one. We all remember this one, right? Or this one, or this one. So instead, look at your favorite celebrities or your favorite influencer. Look at modern, sophisticated women in your age bracket and see how they're wearing their hair. And don't look at me as an example because I'm still trying to grow my hair out. So it's at a very awkward, weird stage right now. And if you followed my channel, you know the hair journey that I've been on. Also, if you're doing your makeup like you did when you were 20 years old, chances are that you need an updated lesson. As we age, our lids get heavier, we lose volume in our face, our cheeks drop, and our faces get a little rounder. That means the makeup techniques we used back in our 20s and 30s no longer work now in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. I watched some fabulous ladies on YouTube that do beautiful makeup for the mature woman, and I'll link those below for you to reference in case you need a few pointers. I have one more style mistake to share with you, but before I do that, please take a quick second and give this video a big thumbs up. It helps the channel tremendously. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. My name is Maria and I share videos on how to always look modern and sophisticated in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond. Also, make sure you check out Sleep and Glow's Omnia pillow. The details, discount code, and link are in the description box below. And now on to the last mistake. The last style mistake that you could be making that's aging you is opting for an all classic style to the detriment of looking fresh and modern. Hear me out. Yes, a classic style is timeless, as they say, but styles do change a little over time, and even classic pieces get updated here and there. Therefore, if you're wearing classic pieces from the last 10, 20, or 30 years, chances are they have changed just a little bit, and the ones sitting in your closet could look a little old and outdated. The last thing I would want you to do is look like you're stuck in a time warp, because that is an instant way to look aged and old-fashioned. I suggest looking at the classic pieces you have and checking to see if they match the modern style that we have today. Sometimes the cut and the silhouette has just changed ever so slightly, so opting for a new version of that classic piece can instantly freshen up your look. Or perhaps you can give your outfit a fresh, modern feel by updating your accessories. Perhaps with a new belt, a new bag, or a new pair of shoes. You don't necessarily have to follow all the trends, but I think it's very important to know what the trends are. And this way you can cherry pick the one or two trends to incorporate into your outfit and easily update your look. I think sometimes as we age, we start to get stuck in our ways, and what worked for us 20, 30 years ago, we're just holding on to. And I think it's really important to release that, embrace the modern time, and this will make you feel more like the modern, youthful woman that you feel like inside. Sometimes you can just reimagine the clothing and the items that you already have in new and modern ways. For example, I'm wearing two belts right now. These came from my closet, but it's a very trendy style right now, and I just pulled these out of my closet. It didn't cost me a dime. And I explain more of that in this video here, where I reimagine clothes from your closet in new ways, and I think it's a great way to update your look without spending any money. So click on this now and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.